Okay, welcome guys to our tutorial once more, and this time we will be still creating a GUI application, but this one will be dealing with the decision making issues in this program. So we read, making a decision within a method in a GUI application, it's no different from making one in a console application. So there is just actually no difference in which you code for decision making in a console and the decision making in a GUI application. So they say you can use the if else and switch statements in the same way. Let's see if this is true. So I'm going to go to the environment here, and I'm going to create a new project, and this project I will just call decision making. I will say it's a GUI decision making. All right, and I will just press next, and I will just create. So there are some few things that we need from here. First of all, we will need two text boxes, we will need three labels, and we will need a click event, a button. Right, so why do we need these two text boxes? So that the user can input something from there, and then we need these labels to show the user what to input in the first one and what to input in the second one, and the last one will be needed to display the output. Okay, so I will just go to the toolbox, wait for it to load up and populate the block for us, so that we can begin to drag icons to our floor. All right, so let's just wait for it to load up so that we can begin to work on this. So it is busy loading. Let's just have patience, so that at the end of the day we might see what is happening. All right, so here we are. Here it's the toolbox. So we will need, first of all, let's take in labels. This will be the first label. I will copy this and paste, and this is the second label. Okay, that is fine. I can just rename this one, and I can just say enter the patron age. So we will have enter the patron age. Okay, this will be the first one. I will go to the second one, and I will just say enter the movie rating. So this will be enter the movie rating. Okay, these are the two that I have, and I will just have the last one. So let me just copy this and just paste, and this one will be sitting there. So let me take these ones a little bit higher, and this is where I will output my information. So the other thing that I need, it's a button. So when I have this button, I can drag the button here. Let me just place it a little bit on the side, you also a little bit on that side. So I will change the name of this button, and the name of the button will be determine the discount. it will determine the discount. We will determine the discount, and then we press enter. That's fine, and I can just do this, or I can do that. So this is the discount that we will have. Be that as it may, everything is okay. So I can just come here, and what I will do here is to go to the properties and just remove this name, because this is where the information has to be displayed. So we do not do that. We did that in the previous tutorial, so there's nothing new with this one. So now what is just left are the text boxes. So let's go for a text box, and we will drag the text box to this place. We will create a copy of this, and we will just paste it here. We will drag the text box and put it there. So let's just resize the text box to this size and to that size. Very good. So the environment has been set up. Let's just change the name of the form. Going to properties, changing the name. We will just call this movie discount. Very good. That's fine. Everything seems to be working just well. So what is it that I want to do now? Remember, everything will be happening when we click this button. So let me just double click so that we can create an event that should transpire whenever we press into that. So remember, I have two text boxes, so and I have one label that is supposed to output the information to the console screen. So every time, as I always say, we need containers to do this work, to save something inside. So the very first one will be an int. It will be called the age of this individual, and then we will have a character, a char, that would be a rating. Very important. And then I will have a constant. We dealt with this in the console application. You know exactly what constant mean. So this will be the age, and because it is a constant, I will immediately assign it a value. Suppose the child is 12-year children in this age. They look like adults, but let's just leave that. We will have another constant, how they grow, the types of food these children eat. They explode beyond our expectations. So right, we have let's say we have a senior child, let's just say senior child, because it is a constant. Let it not be a senior child. Let's say just the senior age. Let's say a senior age would be about 60. Let's just say 60 for that value. So right now, once we have that, what is it that just what we want to do? So we want to store something inside of the age. So we will just say that age, the age, it's equals, so we need to convert that. So let me just go and import. So I will just say using static system dot convert. Right, so this is the convert that I have. So I can just say to int 32, and what is it that I am converting? I am converting this age, which is to go inside the text box. So this will be text box 1 dot text. Remember, and everything is fine. So what am I saying here? So I am taking what the text that user inputs in the text box one, converting that to an int and storing that inside of the age, right? And I can do the very same thing for senior age or for child age. So let me just copy this and paste. So but now I want you to check something. Now one thing that I want to do now, remember what I'm accepting here. I am accepting the patron age and the movie rating. So I have to come here and say the rating, and I'm converting that to char. So you just say to char, and remember this is in the second text box. Very important, this one. All right, now everything is fine. Now when the user enters a value in here, it will take the value, convert that to an int. All right, so its age, the user knows, is an integer. Enter a movie rating, it's a char. Right, now here the user might do some mistakes, but let's just leave it for now. Let's continue just with our coding. Right, so I have that out, that rating. So now I want to output this. I want to output this to the output label, which is the label 3. So I will say label 3 dot text. This is equals. Now I have to convert that, and I want to do some formatting in that. So I'm going to say string dot format. Very good. So what is it that I am trying to format? Right, when age, I want to say when age is, and I'm going to use some placeholders there. When age is that, and the rating is that. What is it that I want to do now? Right, in the place of 0 I will have just the age, and in the place of 1 I will have the rating. Right, just press the tab to autocomplete for us. So what is string.format? Now string.format will it allows me to write, instead of using concatenation, I can use the string.format, and this is how I do it. Then you will just say when age is this and rating is that. So when I want to use placeholders like this, just as I did in a console application, you have to say string.format. That's what it does. It formats your string. That's all what it does. Okay, that is fine. Now remember, this is the output label.text. Okay, that is fine. Now once I have this, I want to run an if statement. I want to say if the age it's less or it is equals to child age. So if the age that you input is less or it is equals to child age, or the age that you have input, if that age is bigger or it is equals to senior age, what should happen now? And I'm going to explain everything that is going on here. And the rating it's equals to a char of letter G, what is it that I want to do now? Very, very important. Now, what is it that I want to do? What is it that I want to do? Right, let me do this. Okay, what is it that I want to do? I want to take the output label. I want to take, okay, let me do this. I want to take the label 3 dot text plus equals, I want to have a new line, sorry, I want to have a new line, but let me just do this so that we do not make a mistake. I want to have a new line and say discount applies. And terminate that with a semicolon. Okay, let me not do that. Let's check something. It is very important that we read carefully our brackets. So I have the opening and closing one, there it is, and I have the opening and closing one of this one. So this can just come here. I'm not using curly braces here inside of the if statement, please. I'm not using them. All right, else the output label, sorry, the label 3, the label 3 dot text plus, it's equals to, let's just have a new line first, and then let's just say full price. All right, so this is what I have. Now let's check if things will transpire the way in which we want. We did not do any calculations here, please be very careful. So we are just saying, let's start. We have an int, which is our age. We have a char that is rating a constant int. Child age, it's 12, senior age, it's 60, and we are converting just the age to an int, storing that inside the text box 1. We are converting the rating because those are the two that you need to type, converting that to char, storing that inside the text box 2. There's nothing mysterious about that. Then we are just saying in label 3, which is a label that we have somewhere there, remember, in that label 3 dot text, we are just saying format this string dot format will allow us, because we want to write this with placeholders, you just say string dot format when age is this and rating is that, and then it will tell us. So what will happen here, it will tell us exactly what should happen, that is fine. And then we are saying if this whole thing, let me do this, if this whole thing here, it's true. Now check what is happening here. I'm saying if the age is less or equals to child age. Now what is child age? It's 12. Suppose you enter an age here and you say 15, right? This will be false. You have a 15 here. Is 15 bigger or equals to senior age? Is 15 bigger or equal? No. So this is false and this is false. So we have a false here. The entire thing is false. We have an end. End works if both are true, then it will execute. You have the whole thing as a false and then you go to an end. Whether this one is true or it is false, we will see. If this one, and if the rating, the char character that you have placed in the rating, it's G. So if this is false and this is true, it will print the else one, because the end requires the whole thing in here to be true and this one to be true in order to execute this one. So the whole thing is a false, and even if this is true, it will go to full price. Whereas if this one, suppose the age of the child now it's 12, so this will be true and this will be false. So I know the OR will operate if one of the two is true. So this one is true and that one is false. So this whole thing will be regarded as a true. So you have a true and a true, then it will say the discount. This is exactly what we are trying to achieve here. So hence we have these brackets. It is very important that you understand these brackets. Very, very important. And then we come here. We are saying in label 3.text, where the text has to appear, we are using the plus sign. What is this plus sign for? It is going to add to this one. Label 3.text already has this. When the age is this and the rating is that, then it will say the discount applies or the discount doesn't apply. So the plus sign adds to that. We dealt with this. It's the append, it's the concatenation. So sorry, this plus will do what now? Yes, will add to this. So this is like saying label 3.text equals label 3.text, which is this one plus that one. So it will append two strings. It's just appending. It is adding one string to another string. So we are adding this one with this one if the condition is true, or we are adding this one to that one if the condition is true. So we can run the code and check if this is true. So let me just control F5 and run the code and see exactly what should happen. So we will just wait for it to compile and we will just run this. So here we are. So enter the patron age. Let's say the age is 11 and I know that age is less or equals to the child age, and let's say the letter now is this G. So when I press the determine discount, it should say that the discount applies. And let me press the click event. When age is 11 and the rating is G, the discount applies. Very good. Now let me run this once again. Right, let me just run this with control F5. Now this time let's allow the age to be bigger than 12. Let's make that 13, but the rating, it's still the letter G. So because the whole thing here is false and this is true, it should say that the discount when age is 11 and rating is G, it won't apply. So you pay full price. When age is 13 and the rating is G, full price. Why? Because the whole thing here is false, so it will go to full price. So this is what I wanted to share with you. Thanks a lot for your time. I will see you in the next tutorial.